Hi, this is Kay from Breaking the Spells. This is part 3 of how we were designed to eat. It's about studies. I was kind of having an argument online with a vegan, and what I'd like to read to you about the studies that they tried to impress me with. It's right here. I have it on a piece of paper. I printed it out. I'd like to read it to you because it's really important to know which studies to pay attention to and which to realize are junk science. So here it goes. I looked at your links, and since I'm extremely busy, that was generous of me because I care about the well-being of people, including you. The first video/link follows only 20 lean men for a number of weeks. When a study of any kind does not specify a large degree of detail, with a large number of subjects for a long period of time, it must be considered closer to decide whether or not it is of any significant value. For example, here are some critical questions to rule out any and all studies to see whether they are junk science. Who is behind the study? How is it funded? And who is likely to benefit? How many people or animals were subjects of the study? Have they screened out certain types of subjects? This is often indicative, I know how to say that word, indicative of potential motive and manipulation. By the way, that's really a common thing, that certain types of subjects are screened out ahead of time, and you'll never know the difference unless you knew that from the beginning. What exactly did the control group consume? You know how they highlight certain things, that this group ate this, tell you nothing about what they eliminated? You know, did they eat a standard diet full of processed, unnatural, toxic food? And what is the history of their diet, you know, like in the past, or their health, or everything that's happened to them? Did the control group eat factory farm animal products, perhaps laden with other chemicals in their processing? This is the case in a lot of vegan-motivated studies where either humans or animals eat such nasty non-food. Here is a huge factor. Did they ever do a study where the control group ate only non-GMO organic foods, which contain only 100% pasture-raised animal products, if they ate animal products, and also all organic plants, without grains, without beans, potatoes, or sugar? It's usually not the case, because it's usually compared to, if it's involving this country, the SAD diet, which is redundant because it's Standard American Diet. But anyway, it's usually compared to that, and then the control group is eliminating a lot of bad things, but they're not mentioning that. They're just saying, well, the control group ate this stuff. I have the second page, which is quite detailed about how to look at studies. What exactly did the rest of the subjects consume? Did the subjects eliminate processed, unnatural, toxic food? That is usually the case, by the way, which makes the entire study unfair and unethically motivated junk science. Were the subjects of the study that pointed to a diet being harmful fed unhealthy GMO oils that come from food like processed GMO soy, corn, etc., often hydrogenated? This is often the case with studies using rats and mice, by the way. How long did the study run? Are any of the benefits temporary and likely to discontinue or even create new problems if and when the study was prolonged, such as deficiencies and the foods that cancer thrives on that take time to be a negative health factor? That means how many potential steps forward and how many potential steps backward would there have been in that study if it were done in the long run? Only very long-term studies are of any real, true value to health. Who decided the standards/goals of what is healthy? Were they based on what is normal for a generally unhealthy society? And who decides what's normal on another level? Are they the corrupt big pharma or so-called medical community? Did they rule out epidemiological studies that are junk science? Because these types of studies often say that correlation is causation, which takes nothing into account regarding profiles. You know, like types of people who do this tend to also do that. They are not holistic in approach whatsoever. I could go on and on. Look, blankety blank, I am on your side if you are seeking true health in the long run and what is best for the environment. I'd like every creature to be happy and healthy all the time, and for the environment to be eternally pristine. We could all quote so-called studies that say all kinds of contradicting things, but the bottom line is to decide what we do based on the best evidence possible and change things in our diets when what we are doing is not working in the long run. I have noticed that your channel has no content, not even a playlist or videos that you admire that's made by others. I have made videos on health on my channel for over 2 years, and I have addressed a lot of issues, such as quality of food, how it is grown, and how and why I grow my vegetables, long-term negative effects and deficiencies in various types of diets, which cause the need to change things, and so on. Peace and be well. By the way, remember that carbs and sugars create dirty fuel inside the mitochondria, and most cancers and most diseases, parasites, worms, worm-type bacteria, fungus, mold, all thrive on that dirty fuel that has a byproduct of oxidative damage. So regardless of any short-term benefits where someone may have cheated by just adding wonderful things and taking out really bad things, and then they go and compare it to the SAD or standard American diet, that's really unfair, and that's pretty much the norm for any vegan diet that tries to say that it's better than other diets that are not vegan. So that's what I have to say in part 3 of how we were designed to eat. I hope this helps somebody really study your studies. Thanks for now. We'll talk to you later.